Hi guys and welcome to another squad builder by myself, Bateson87. Now we are going to continue building these overpowered teams. Now I played about 8 games with this team and I wanted to use 2 players in it which I've never used before, but with the rating of the players there must be something good about them, and after using them I have no idea why I've not used him before, especially the striker. Now the striker wasn't the person who I wanted to use the most, it was actually the centre forward, and we are doing it in a 4-4-1-1 formation today. Now if we can try and smash over 3,000 likes guys, that would be absolutely awesome. If you do want the ultimate team coins, make sure you check out dailyrender.com and use discount code Bateson to get 5% off your ultimate team coins, and if you need any PSN codes or MSP, make sure you check out g2a.com as well. Their link can also be found down below. So let's get on and build this team. Now the total cost will come to around 20,000 coins, but if you can get it for a bit cheaper, that is possible if you get them on open bids and stuff like that. But if you want to apply chemistry styles like I have done to the team, obviously that'll cost you a lot more. So let's get on and build this team. So we have, obviously in any hybrid we do, there is Brazilians in it, and the Brazilian goalkeeper we decided to go with today was someone I've not used before, but I've heard awesome things about it. And it's not Julio Cesar, even though you can use any Brazilian goalkeeper. We went with Helton, the guy who wears the pants. In the centre-back position, well, the 2 centre-back position, on the left-hand side, we went with 77 rated Felipe Santana with 81 pace. And then on the right-hand side, we went with a non-rare player who you will have seen me use quite a bit recently. It is Marquinhos. It is the Brazilian from PSG. Now, continuing the Brazilian link, in the right-back position, we went with Maicon from Roma. Pretty sure he might get an upgrade card soon, which will make his card a bit cheaper currently. And continuing the Brazilians, in the centre midfield spot, we went with Luis Gustavo from Wolfsburg, and then two more Brazilians left. In the other centre midfield spot, we went with Fernandinho, who I absolutely love in this game. He plays for Manchester City. And then on the left-hand side, we went with Osvaldo, the discard rated 4-star skiller from Sao Paulo. Now, instead of making it a full Brazilian team, I just wanted a very solid team, and that Brazilian style of the team is solid. Now, I'm not going to call this team a hybrid, even though it is technically a hybrid. It's just a squad I used for strength and also getting me some goals. Now, in the left-back position, we went with the only silver in the team, and he is Argentinian. And the guy is Rodriguez. He plays for Sao Paulo. Gets a strong link with Osvaldo as well. Now, if you wanted to fill that spot up with any Brazilian from the Brazil League, obviously you would still get full chemistry, but to add an explanation in there, we went with a left back, and he is absolutely awesome. To be honest, he's probably the best left back in the Brazil League anyway, in my opinion. Now, moving on to the right midfield, this is where we switch it up and move to the Serie A, and you can choose 2 people to go here. Anyone from Juventus really, so you can have either Lichtsteiner or Pepe, and we went with Pepe because he is a more popular choice with you guys. In the centre midfield spot, this is where we go back to the Barclays Premier League, and we put in Jovetić from Manchester City. Now, that was the guy who I wanted to use originally, but because I actually found a better player than him, he is the second string to this guy. Now, this guy is an 83 rated striker from the Serie A, plays for Juventus, and it is Vukovich from Juventus. 80 pace, 81 shooting. Now, that team looks fairly solid, and it was enjoyable to use. I must admit, in the first game I did play with it, I wasn't used to the formation and did resort to running down the wings, thinking that's how you play with a 4-4-1-1 formation, but it's actually more enjoyable to run down the wing. You will see me do a few crosses into Vukovich because he is a decent player in the air as well. If you can't go through the middle, go through the wing. So let's have a look at the players individually themselves. So Vukovich, who played 8 games with him, scored 12 goals. And with Jovetić, 8 in 6. Osvaldo, 8 in 1. No, 1 in 8. Sorry, I've got that totally the wrong way around. But this is just a quick rundown of the team itself, so you can see the stats we did get with the team. Now, we'll start doing this in my squad builders from now on. Fernandinho, I've used him throughout the game. Absolutely love him. His work rates are solid for the centre midfield position as well. Pepe, he was just fast and linked up very well with the centre forward and striker when playing on the counter-attack. Rodriguez, now this guy was solid, 4-star weak foot, 86 pace, do recommend you getting him. I picked him up for 900 coins on open bid, I do believe, but really enjoyable player to use, and I probably will build an Argentina silver squad builder sometime down the line and probably put him in there. In the centre back, I've used 74 games I've played with Santana, obviously because of his pace and his league, sorry. Marquinhos, solid player, absolutely brilliant. Santana's also brilliant on corners when you whip it into him. Maicon, very unsure about him, but if you wanted to switch it up for some better links, you're more than welcome to. But obviously I put him in there for chemistry reasons and give him a try. In net, now Helton was pissing a lot of people off with some of the saves he does. A lot of people don't rate him as a goalkeeper, but very fun to well, you don't expect him to save some things, which he does, and kept me in the game more times than once. So that, guys, is my 20k squad builder. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome squad builders on this channel, and I'll be back in a minute for the highlights with the team. So back, guys, now let's have a look closer at the players themselves. Now Vukovich is absolutely awesome with his head, with his feet. He's strong, a perfect person to hold up the ball. It reminds me a lot like Balotelli, but obviously he is not black. And Jovetić as well in the centre forward position. He has great skills as well. He has 4-star skills and also has a great finish on him as well. Linked up perfectly well with Jovetić and also Pepe and Osvaldo on the left and right side. Now Osvaldo himself is a cheap 4-star skiller with 4-star weak foot, 90 pace, 84 dribbling. Really good to use, even though we did get very minimal goals. But I don't seem to get many goals with the right and left midfielders anyway, but they are good for getting a few assists anyway. I think Pepe got 4, and looking at Osvaldo, he got 2. So obviously my dominance was down the right hand side. But Vukovich, definitely, guys, if you can try him out, definitely recommend you purchasing him. We did pack him, but you can get him for about 1,000 coins anyway. With the midfield of Gustavo and Fernandinho, Gustavo isn't that good at attacking, but don't use him the attacking side. Use Fernandinho when you go into the attack, and it'll switch into like a diamond when you have Fernandinho pushing up alongside Jovetić and Pepe. With the defence, there's so much pace in the centre-back position, you're not going to get caught out with pace. The only thing you may get caught out of is positioning. Now that is why both of them are quite low rated players, and that is because the positioning stats of the players aren't that good. But this team is a very strong team for 20,000 coins, especially with the deadly attack you've got. In net with Helton, you guys can change it to any Brazilian goalkeeper you want. Obviously, I stuck with Helton because I wanted to give him a try, and I'll definitely be using him again in the future. Now, Maicon, if you can switch him up and maybe get someone else in there, that's totally up to yourself. But obviously, with coin value, we kept it at a minimum. And the left back was class for an Argentinian silver, and we really will be using him in a silver squad sometime in the near future. So guys, if you can smash that like button, try and get over 3,000 likes, that'd be awesome. Subscribe for more awesome V14 content on this channel. Check out dailyrender.com for your ultimate team coins. And until next time, guys, see you all later and have a very nice rest of your Monday.